How's it going, guys? Today is Saturday, about 5:15 in the evening or so. Well, I guess it's 5:30. It's 96 degrees outside, 89 in here. I've been out here most of the day trying to work on the 64. I messed up again as usual. I have these here that are, I forget what they're called, rocker wheelhouse to rocker panel brace. Anyway, I was supposed to put this on before I welded the quarter panel on the other side, on the driver's side. Let's see which one's left. Yeah, left. Anyway, I had forgotten all about them, and then I said, well, I better get these pieces in. So I just created myself some more work. These are supposed to go in here, kind of like so, and they fit up in there in the wheelhouse and block off that space from the rocker to the wheelhouse. I have to force it back in there. But anyway, what I ended up having to do, since I already welded this quarter and it's welded down here and here in the wheelhouse, I had to split the wheelhouse up in two areas, back in here, split it here and back over here, so I could get this in there and force it in there. Otherwise it wouldn't go in there. So yeah, I just gave myself some more work, and it seems like I'm always doing that. But anyway, I'm gonna work at getting these in there. Well, I probably won't get them in there until tomorrow, but I'm gonna go ahead and I've got them sanded down to bare metal. I'm gonna go ahead and put some epoxy on them. So that's what I was fixing to do. I mixed up some epoxy. Now on the other side, I didn't weld that yet, so I saved some work on that side. I'm able to unclamp the panel down here and put the other one in here, and this side should work out okay. But yeah, I forgot about all those two pieces. I don't know why. I had forgot about them. Anyway, I got these sanded down. I'm fixing to spray some epoxy on these. Got the epoxy mixed there. Started on this quarter panel. Did split it right along in here, and I'm starting to get it to fit a whole lot better. So it still needs a little bit more work. I'm working my way up, but yeah, it'll close there, and it still needs a little bit more of a gap. Down in here looking good there. It's still hitting right here, but I'm gonna work my way up. But yeah, as soon as I cut in here, this piece was able to go in further, and so it'll weld onto the taillight panel. And then I took my grinder and just kind of grinded this extra metal off, and it gave me pretty good gap there. Still needs a little bit more. Wendell, Sadell, he had made a suggestion on the video to get my trim pieces to fit and make sure before I started cutting some metal. I'm glad he did, because that probably would have caused me more grief. But yeah, that's where it fits, and as you can see where it was before, this quarter panel up here was actually sticking out just a little bit more. So I'm getting it flush with this trim and getting it straighter here to get my gap. Yeah, that's where that piece goes. Still got to try out my trunk piece. I've got it over here. It's pretty beat up. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. It's got dings. I don't know if the camera's picking them up, but anyway, the holes are not drilled up here, but yeah, something like that. So anyway, it's work in progress, and making a little headway on this quarter panel. So that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna put those pieces in epoxy. If I got some more done later on, I'll bring you back. So thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing to the channel, guys. See you in a bit. Hey guys, today is Sunday, the 28th. It's about 4:35 in the evening. 99 degrees outside, 90 in here. Pretty darn hot. Pretty darn hot to be welding. Just want to give you a quick update on the 64. Started working on this gap on the rear tail panel. I've got it down to 3/16 in here. It's closing. The other side I hadn't started on it, but I've got it with the porter power stretched out so the trunk don't hit on the edge over there. But anyway, yeah, let me set this camera down for just a minute. Hang on, I'll put you on pause here. Okay, what I've done is I split this on top like I talked about, and here's the tools I'm using. Let's see here just a minute. I've got the two shims, 3/16, so I'm getting my gap right along in there, right along in here, 3/16. I've done welded this piece from here to here, so I've got spread this a little bit out, and also I've been using this this tool also, bought it at Arbor Freight, digital caliper, and so yeah, it's 3/16 right there. So I've spread that, or cut it, moved it as much as what I needed, and as you can tell, spot welded it here. So I got 3/16 there, a little bit wide here, so I'm gonna move it in, and I'm just gonna work my way up until I get it 3/16 all the way. It's a little tight there, so it just needs to go out just a little bit. There at the top, maybe it'll be getting, I won't have to do anything up there. But yeah, that's the tools I'm using. And of course, cutting and welding, so it takes a while. So I got a pretty good nice gap coming down through here, down through there, and I've got all this screwed in, prepped, ready to weld. This is the quarter panel from hell, the one, the side that's been giving me hell, but I think I've got it. I've got it now. It doesn't have me, so that's the update on that. Here's another reason, or here's one reason you don't buy tools from Arbor Freight. I don't know if you can see that there. Clamp just cracked right there. I was clamping the panel down and it just split open. So there's the results of that. And I started checking all my other clamps like this from Arbor Freight, and I have several, or I've got like four of those pairs and 4 of these pairs, and these are starting to do the same thing. Well, this one is good. Yeah, crack right there. So these cheap clamps from Arbor Freight, I guess that's why they're cheap, because they're not very durable. I need to buy me some good ones. But anyway, they worked for a little while anyway. So yeah, there's the update on the 64. This side, I'm gonna have to do the same thing over here. I've stretched out this quarter panel with a porter power, and I stretch it out and it looks good. Maybe just trim this here, but as soon as I let that loose, it just comes back in. I've tried everything to keep it that way. I've screwed this down, clamped it down where it can't move, but I don't know what it does. It just moves this way, and then as soon as you let the pressure off, it moves back in. So I decided to work on that side over there, and then I'll move over here to this side and fix this one. So yeah, that's about it on that. See, I was gonna show you something else, but I forgot exactly what. It's got a nice gap along here. This trunk's a little bit higher than here. I think I can fix that. Pretty good gap coming around here. Nice gap going through the back side of the trunk. So yeah, I think I might have this all done maybe by the, what are we now? Fixing to hit July, so maybe by mid-July I'll have this done and welded and get it to where I can sand these quarter panels and put them in epoxy. Yeah, this part has taken me a long time. I've been on this on and off maybe a year. Of course, I mean, I did the trunk shelf, the deck shelf, the old trunk in here. And when I started on the quarter panels, I think I started with the quarter panel from Harold, test fitting it, and it was sometime last year. I was looking at my videos, and the first test fit I did was sometime in June of last year. And ever since then, it's been on and off, on and off, on and off. And I'm glad to get it on, and it ain't coming off. So yeah, it's gonna stay on now. I welded my trunk to the wheelhouse, the trunk hinges. That's welded, done. So it's coming along. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to get a little bit more welding done, and if I get that finished, I'll bring you back. If not, I'll try to upload this video tonight. So thanks again guys for watching, and thanks for all the new subscribers I had. I think I've had 4 or 5 this week that subscribe more, and thanks guys. That's it. See y'all guys later, and y'all have a good work week. Alright, thanks. Okay guys, it's still Sunday. It's about 8 in the evening, fixing to call it quits. Did get the gap here worked up until this point here. Yeah, right in there. This is very time consuming, and it's just cutting that panel, welding and grinding. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Got the 3/16 shim here, and it just slides right on down. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna call it quits and go grab something to snack on or something. But anyway, that's how it's going, and hopefully I don't need to go all the way up to the top. I think about this point is where I need to go to. Let's see. Well, that's still a little shy. The shim don't quite go in there, so I may have to end up going all the way up to the top. Alright, so still working on it, so we'll continue on. So thanks guys for watching, and thanks for all the new subscribers. See y'all later.